Like pina coladas, getting caught in the rain. If you're not into yoga, or you only has half a brain. Yeah, people, it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Just getting my arse out of bed. Gonna have to get out there, jump on the frickin' Dynamark, mow the shit out of my lawn. Oh, it's a sunny day out. Thought it was gonna rain because we had overcast last night. I was convinced it was gonna rain, but nope. So, right on! Oh yeah, welcome to my vlog. I swear, freaking YouTube, man, you can be a time vampire on that shit. Big time vampire. Sat there freaking watching videos, watched Marcel's video. A cheesy video, as he calls it. Yeah, it was pretty cheesy. He made poutine on the barbecue, but the moment he starts cooking, I don't know if he's 3 sheets to the wind or what, but he goes from English to French mode like snap of the finger. It's freaking hilarious. Anyway, I better get out there and fire up the Dynamark. No, these aren't my son of a bitch glasses. They're just sunglasses. Don't worry, you guys aren't going to get another seizure watching me freaking flip the GoPro around my head like a crazy son of a goof like last time. That was just brutal. Alrighty, let's get this pig fired up. This time I'm putting the GoPro on the hood like last time, like last year. That way there, you guys won't get a brain aneurysm while you're watching this part of the video. So hopefully this son of a bitch starts up and we can get out there and mow the shit out of some lawn. Let's friggin' hammer down. Alrighty, we're freaking done with that lawn. Just gonna clean up around the doorway here with the weed whacker, and then we're golden. Oh, beauty playing. Yeah. Well, that shit's done. Now to eat some food. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but at the end of that lawn mowing video, my frickin' lawnmower backfired, eh? Backfired, papa! Why do vehicles backfire like that? I know I probably need to do the oil on that thing. I should probably check that. Drop the oil and put fresh oil into it. Is that why? Because the oil's kaif? Or is there something else going on that's making it kaif? Or frig, I'd like to know, because I probably could just Google it, but why do motors backfire? Leave a comment in the comment section and let me know.
Mother freaking corn dogs, baby, for me, yeah. Made in the USA by pork and chicken. They're freaking corn dogs, baby, for me, yeah. Gonna get fat on a Thursday, some bitch pound monkey nuts, yeah. Who's a puppy? 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 Who's a puppy?
He's a puppy doggy! Oh yeah, just making some corn dogs. Gonna eat some corn dogs. They're gonna be delicious. I can't freaking wait! Another green screen moment brought to you by this guy. Holy shit. He's on the rope toy, everybody. He's on the rope toy. He's on the rope toy.
He's a puppy. He's a puppy.
Oh, Jesus. I don't think you can see. Oh, and he made my lens dirty. Oh, he's mad. He's mad. He's mad. He's mad. He's mad. I also need to bring back all my empties. Got a lot of friggin' stray beer bottles. Just bring those back. It's money in the bank.
Herp derpin, peppy weppy, herp derpin, look at him go, herp derpin, nom nom, herp derpin, puppy wuppy.
Oh my god, I can't even wait for it. I hate cooking things in real time.
The Colonial Club by Majestic Resorts. Oh.
Ew, look people, it's blowjob in a can.
Garmin! coffee whitener. 50% less fat than the no-name coffee whitener. But nobody knows how much fat is in the no-name coffee whitener because they don't make it.
Gotta pee, gotta pee, pee, gotta pee, gotta pee, 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 gotta pee.
Best piss ever.
A lot of people think I'm in love with Trans Ams, and I never figured out why. Some people think I have a drinking problem. Still never figured out why. Oh, it's my favorite word for this microwave to ever say. That means my din-din's ready. Yummy, yummy. Ha! Look at them. They're so majestic. They're so beautiful. I want them in my belly. And soon they will be. I'm gonna have to make a lunch because it's almost time to go to work. 2 sandwiches, an apple, and some carrots. For din-din, yeah. Just packing up some carrots when I came across this monstrosity. It's pretty dicked. You want it? Go eat it. Carrots are good for his vision, so the vet told me. So I give him carrots. Frig it. Sold the old otter box. Yup, I'm gonna drop it off on my way to work. Figured the individual who bought it is pretty much on my way, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop that off and then get paid for that and then go to work. Yeah. When I do my lawn, because then they can come in and get the worms and grubs and all the bad things that make moles appear. Go, birdie, go! Oh yeah, we're gonna drop off the otter box there. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be friggin' awesome and things. Get paid, and then we're gonna go to work. And this is day 4 of 12. Day 4 of 12, people. Frig yeah. Alright, let's get the spin cock out of here and go and drop off this case and then go to work. Put in some time. Cause time is on my side, son of a bitch. Alrighty, done dropping that off. It's 3:32 p.m., 24 degrees Celsius. Let's go to work. I don't know if you guys can hear that grumbling and grinding on my car. Well, that's why I think my struts are shot. But Dad knows a guy, a personal technician. By technician I mean mechanic. He works out of his house, and his rates are freaking awesome. So Dad's like, give him a call, sends me his numbers. Like, I already told him you're gonna call, so now you gotta. I already set up everything. I already did everything for you. So now you gotta call him or I'm gonna look like a goof. So I was like, oh shit. Now I gotta call him. You know, we might take a little tour before we go to work because it's only 3:30, and we might go down the waterfront and just see what kind of chicklets are walking around down there. Little chicklets. But so yeah, this guy apparently works for like dirt cheap. So what I might do whenever I get a chance is buy a new battery for the Trans Am, get that pig on the road, and then drop this car off at Buddy Van Dudo's house, and then start driving the Trans Am, and then Buddy Van Dudo can fix the shit out of this thing, and then we will be able to get this car fixed, and then lay in a course for Blokes, warp 10 engage, and go visit Bloke. That sounds like a damn good plan to me. We can go down there and make funny videos and be all funny and drink a lot of beer, smoke a lot of cigarettes. Oh, I'm telling you, I'm getting excited just thinking about it. But yeah, my suspension's making this crinkly sound every time I hit bumps and stuff. So I don't know if the springs are shot or if the struts are shot. Like, I can do the compression test, push down on the hood, like really give her, make her bounce, and it does reset itself. But when you go over like a real quick bump, like for instance the drive through at Tim Hortons, it's a bit of a lip, and when you hit that pretty good, you hear you know, you hear so when you hear that, it makes you wonder if your struts have a blown seal and they're leaking. And when I had it in the garage last time, when I was getting some work done on it, they told me the struts in the front were getting weak. So I don't know if they just say that because they want you to buy struts, or if they say that because it's true. You know, all I know is if the struts in the front are getting weak, then replacements will need to be. But what pisses me off is you can buy struts for like 30 bucks and springs for like 30 bucks, but then you need special tools to put them in. But then for, you know, like, it's just like 60 bucks for struts and springs for one side. But then you can buy the quick strut, which is struts, springs, your mounts, your bearings, you know, the whole kit and caboodle. All you do is take out like 6 bolts, rip the strut out, slap the new strut in, put your bolts back in, and you're done. Like, so the quick struts make the job a hell of a lot easier, but obviously the cost is more, unless, you know, I'm missing something. And if I am, by all means, people, let me know. Because if you think about it, quick strut's really taken a lot of the need for specialty tools out of the equation, and most mechanics will have some sort of a compressor for springs and things, right? So, I don't know. One thing I do know is I couldn't see around that van, so I didn't know if there's a car behind him that was going to push on him. And that, my friends, is why I sat there and waited. Oh, these train tracks. There's a trick to these train tracks. You don't hit them dead on. You go off to the side a little bit and hit them here. And you don't even feel them. Yup. Never hit train tracks dead on. Always try and put your driver's side tire in the middle and hug the curb as much as possible, because everybody drives over the middle, so the road tends to plane out there. And welcome to the waterfront, people. No skanks in sight yet, so unfortunately we're not gonna get to look at any chicklets. I think they're probably all at home or, you know, elsewhere. It's too early for chicklet season. I'm actually surprised it's this warm out today, you know, like last night you dropped down to like 2 degrees Celsius when I got home. It's freaking awesome for sleeping. Crack a window, let the cold air in, and just pass out. Oh, this is new. There wasn't lights here before. I haven't been down here in like forever though, so. I used to take Oreo down here for walks, but the problem is you can only walk like 15 feet and somebody wants to pet your dog. It's like, frig sakes, like, now it's just easier to leash him up and walk him around the neighborhood. Everybody wants to pet Fluffy Cookie Monster, cause he's so cute. That little bitch knows he's cute too. He uses his cuteness all the time. He'll do something like really bad, like, you know, something really bad, and then he'll give you this look of, but you love me, right? And then he like drops his ears back and he makes his eyes look all sad, and then you're like, okay, fine, whatever, it's not that big of a deal, you know, I can replace it, or I can fix it, or it's okay that you ate up the floor, I'll fix it, or, you know, like if he pukes or something, that's not a big deal, but if he shits in the house, he knows better. Unless, you know, I friggin' forgot to let him out and it was my fault, then I take the blame. But if I just let him out and he goes inside for a piss and he has to shit and he holds it, then it's his fault. And he's in trouble for that, because he knows better. And he knows that when he has to go outside, he just has to come over to me and look at me with that look. And then I say, you want to go outside? And he goes, bounce, 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 bounce. So he knows when he has to go outside to tell me. So I tried some of that, because the top half of my struts and the strut mounts, they're open. Like on Adrian's Neon there, or SRT4 design, or SX 2.0, whatever the fuck it is. His strut towers, they're sealed. There's like a metal plate over top of where the strut, so you can't really get into the strut and squirt it with anything. But on mine, there was no metal plate. You can see the strut mount on the top. What the hell's going on here? Something's going on there. But you can see it on the top. So I took my PB blaster and I just laid the sauce to it and just blew a bunch of snot in there. And I noticed my steering is a lot more lubricated. I don't get the friggin' dry grinding sound, so maybe I can service the bearings that way. So if I do have to get new struts, maybe from time to time, I'll shoot some goop in that that little hole in the top, and you know, freaking lubricate my shite. Lubricate my shite so it's just freaking smooth, bitch. Never understood that. There was a truck that just passed by and he had one of those solid fiberglass tonneau covers. And on the tonneau cover, he had a frickin' spoiler. I never understood that, people. Never understood that. You know, it's not going to give you any more downforce on the truck. It's already front heavy as it is. You do have a 6.5 to 8 foot box that you can throw shit in if you need that downforce. I guess they want to look all Paul Walker in their pickup. I don't know. I don't know. Some days I wonder if I should Fast and the Furious this thing. But then I just go play video games. No, I don't want to do shit to this thing. I do plan on keeping it for 2 more years though, so once I get all the repairs done, I'd like to put a better stereo in it. That'd be nice. Not like a subwoofer or anything. I do need to replace those 2 back speakers though. They're shit. They're pretty much blown. They let out nothing but distortion. So I'm gonna say that they're rifle cocked, and thinking about replacing them with something cooler. Just nothing really high end or anything, so I'm still just running the stock stereo. But there is a 100 watt amp by 2 down back there, or what is it? Yeah, 100 watts by 2. So a 200 watt amp, sorry, from the Monsoon system that pounds on those poor 16 by 9s really at them. You're going friggin' aspect ratio on me on those 6x9s. So what I might do is buy a little bit better, like a Kenwood or Pioneer or something like that, just some better aftermarket speakers than the friggin' Kife crap they have back there right now. You know, right now they got paper back there. They're freaking paperback freaking shit speakers. So we'll slam some freaking awesome speakers into it, and it'll be beauty playing. It'll be golden. It'll be sexy. Not that it's gonna sound any louder or anything, it's just gonna sound clearer. The speakers back there distort like a son of a bitch. And they look pretty easy to remove. It's just 4 screws or whatever. Just yank those bitches out and pull out the stock speakers, throw them in the shitter, and smash in some new stock speakers. Ah, I get my parking spot again. I'll take it. Sweet balls. Alrighty, people. We're at work now, so I'm gonna shut her down here, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace the frig out. Oh, frig yeah, it's 8 o'clock at night, people. Gotta love that kind. Sure enough, tonight we're not short-handed, and sure enough, tonight it's not that busy. Son of a bitch. And it doesn't just feel not that busy, it actually is not that busy. Pisses me right off. I'll get over it. It's windward and all shit out here right now, though let me tell you a little something about that, which I just did. So there you go. I was gonna film on my 5 o'clock break, but it was worse then, so, you know. There's like nowhere I can go to get away from noise or wind. Building sucks for vlogging sometimes, I tell ya. Gonna go see if my gopher buddy's out. He's been hiding in that crevice. Haven't seen him in a while. I don't see him in there. That's where he's been hiding. There or under here. No idea where the hell that furry bastard went. No clue. Anyway, people, I'm gonna head her back inside because this wind's kind of chilly. And I don't have a jacket with me because I'm an idiot. That and I shouldn't need one because it's freaking June. But the weather hasn't warmed up that much up here. Apparently neither anywhere else in the world, so go figure. Anyway, talk to you guys later. Peace the frig out. Holy son of a bitch, it's 10 o'clock and it's windward and frig out again. Oh, it's a little better down in the stairwell, a little bit. Just kick over the auxiliary light to give a little bit more brightness to the shot. So you gotta love it when you get a call from a customer who's like, first thing they say is, I wanna speak to a supervisor, I'm sick and tired of the service. Then you find out that their internet keeps disconnecting. And then you find out that the reason why it keeps disconnecting is because they didn't plug in their router properly, the router that we don't supply that they bought on their own. So it's literally shorting out, so it's like losing power, and then it gets power and it boots up, and then it's working for like a couple minutes, it loses power, gets power, boots up for a couple minutes, loses power, you know, but that's like our fault. I swear, if they ever required you to have a license to own and operate a computer, there'd be a lot of people out there without computers and I wouldn't have a job anymore. But then again, nowadays, the internet is becoming more of a necessity than a luxury. If you think about it, it's getting really bad. It's like people need the internet more than they care about their electricity bill, or their gas bill, or their freaking food. You know, it's pretty dicked. I know this one guy who actually said, oh, I don't need to, who cares if they cut off my electricity? As long as I have internet, I'll be okay. I'm like, bro, you need electricity to power the modem. There's like flakes falling from the sky, but it's not snow. I don't know what the hell it is. Little pellets. Son of a bitch.
It's raining ash. Hallelujah, it's raining ash and shit.
So I'm gonna go for a coffee tonight with Adrian after work. I'm gonna go hang out, have a Hortons, and probably get to bed really late. Tomorrow night I gotta go straight home after work and go to bed so I can wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning to be here for 8 o'clock. Yay! I sure do love overtime. Then again, who doesn't love overtime, right? Like it's money in the bank. So it'll help get that thing fixed. Somebody mentioned, why don't you drive the Trans Am down to Blokes? Don't think I haven't thought about it. You saw that particle fly by the lens? Yup. It's dropping these little white particles everywhere. It's like snow. You look at the light and you can really see them. Maybe they're bugs. Who knows? Probably little insecticides attracted by the bright light from my camera. Those sons of bitches. Cause I'm blinded by the light. Something, a douche in the night. So apparently Windows RT tablets aren't selling that well. Shocker. The only way you can make a high-selling tablet is if you have third-party developers making apps for it. And I find there's just, well, first off, the layout of the App Store for the RT and Windows Store in general is just dicked. I can't find a search option. Oh wait, yes there is one. You gotta go up in the top corner. Never mind, there is a search option, but you gotta dig for it. I don't know, the apps are just, they're not in alphabetical order. They're just kind of splattered all over the place, and the tiles are all different colors, and there's no icons for them, and oh, it's just a mess. It hurts your eyes after looking at it for a little bit. It's just a ridiculous layout. Microsoft needs to sit around on a freaking round table and re-brainstorm a new setup for that, because it's just rifle-cocked. So far, the only two companies that seem to be doing it right are Android and Apple. That's about it, but then again, there's as many developers for Apple that there are for Android, and a lot of them cross-develop, so it's perfect. So if you have an Android device and you have an Apple device, a lot of the games you get for Apple, you can get for Android and vice versa, unless they're like exclusives. But Windows RT is a pile of shit, and the problem is you can't get a 16 gig Windows RT tablet because the Windows RT OS takes up 12 gigs, which would leave you about 4 gigs left for downloading apps, and some of those apps are pretty friggin' hefty. Let me tell you a little something about that, like 500 meg hefty. Yup, they're big. Actually, if you get Windows RT with the Office package like I have on the Dell XPS 10, then you're sitting at 15 gigs used. So that gives you 1 gig for apps. Garbage. Not even just for apps. Like, you start taking photos and videos with the tablet, well, there goes that space, because you're going to need them to store your photos and videos. And let me just say, it doesn't use a small video codec. It uses Microsoft Windows Movie Video, or WMV, and it likes to be a chunky butt, like me. At least my friggin' Samsung Galaxy S4, the video files are in MP4 format, and the freaking pictures are PNGs, so they're not too bad on size. And after installing QuickTime on my PC, because for some reason I needed QuickTime on my PC, so that I could take the video files from my phone and put them into Vegas. Yeah, that's pretty dicked, eh? A little bit. But I needed that there to get the job done. So just so you know, the S4 saves its files in QuickTime MOV format. An Android device using an Apple format. Yeah, it's pretty rifle cocked. I do say so myself. Anywhoozle people, my break's pretty much over. I'm going to head her back inside and call her quits for tonight. I'm going to head her back inside. And I'll talk to you guys when I get the frig out of here. Peace the frig out. Late Chinese tickling titty twisters. It's frickin' midnight, people. It's time to head her home. Let Scruffy Fluffy puppy uppy out for a shit. And then off to the Hortons to meet up with Adrian. Let's go. Alrighty, people, I'm home now. Got Oreo running around. You can hear him just pitter-pattering. He'll pause. Hitting the freaking... He's just nuts. Hello, booby. Go potty. Go potty, dude. I don't know why. He always stops right there and sniffs the concrete for some reason. But he's going potty. He's a good puppy. Going potty. And now he wants back in. There's your puppy. There's your puppy. I don't know where the hell he frigged off to. Booby. And he's going to be in there playing with his rope toy. I myself am going to the Hortons. So let's pitter patter and have at her. Alrighty, people. It's friggin' 2:30 in the morning. Rex ended up coming out too, so we hung out for a bit. Drank a couple coffees. I'm going home. Yeah, buddy. Let's do this. Something just flew by my head. I think I have bugs in here. Son of a bitch. Alrighty, people, I'm home. Look at me go. I'm home. Let's let the dog out. He's back inside. He's bouncing off me like a little idiot. Stop jumping on me. God. You're such a little maniac. But, yeah, I'm home now. Right on, right on. A lot of you are wondering, hey, Adam, where your parts, they should be in. You know, normally Rock Auto ships me in 7 to 10 days and things. And you wanted to know what's going on with that. Well, I'm going to let you know what's going on with that. I, checked today. And the order's still sitting in, actually still sitting in processing. And I was like, what the frig? It's been sitting in there for like 2 weeks in processing. So they had a 1-800 number, called it up. And I contacted them, and they're like, "Oh, there was something wrong when you submitted this order. For some reason, it didn't go through right. Blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. We can go ahead and push that through for you right now if you like." And I was like, "I got a better idea. Cancel the order." So they're like, "Oh, well, we're sorry to lose your business, blah, blah, blah." So they went ahead and canceled the order. The money never came out of my account because I was using my Visa debit to pay for it, and the money never came out of my account, so the parts were never ordered. So bonus, because apparently at places like CarQuest, Maslac, and even Canadian Tire for that matter, after shipping and everything said and done, like Crappy Tire for instance, like they're selling me Monroe Monroe quick struts. And with Canadian Tire, they have the buy one get one half off deal, which, you know, that's not too shabby. But with that deal there, it costs about the same as Rock Auto ship, and that's not including if they dick me over at the border and charge me more money for the fact that it's a border tax, right? Because automotive parts, you got to pay a little bit at the border. So because of that, I figured, frig it, we'll shut her down, and I'll try well, what I'm going to do is, like I said, Dad has a mechanic. He basically works for one of the dealerships here in town. So he can get me a good deal on parts, and he does work for a pretty good price, like a real good rate, you know, out of his house. So he's got himself a little garage set up and everything, tools and all that shit. So it's going to be one of those, got to get the TA up and running. Once Trans Am's up and running and I'm driving that thing, I'll bring the G6 over to Buddy's house and say, here, get her done, and fire me a price, pay him, take the car back, save up some money, go to London, you know? One of those types of things. So that's the battle plan there. So yeah, and then he can get the parts pretty cheap. He'd probably use his connections through his employment and get some pretty good prices on parts, and life will be good. Get the car back up and running, and I figure while he has it, I'm going to get everything done. The spark plugs, the wires, the brakes, the struts, just freaking rebuild the front end, make that car mint, make it last another 5 years or whatever, and I'm just gonna, once it's paid off, I'm just gonna drive it. Like, I was thinking about picking up a pickup truck and, you know, all this shit, but honestly, once the car is said and done and paid for, like I own it, I no longer have to pay every month for it, why replace it? If it's doing the job and I'm just kicking the shit out of it in the winter, I might as well just drive the satchel off of it till the freaking wheels fall off and it ends up being a scrap pile, right? Because it's a freaking Pontiac to begin with. So, and a G6 on top of that, you know, #1 most rented car. So you won't get much of a resale value on that thing. Like, I've seen 2007 Pontiac G6s go on Kijiji with less mileage than mine for like $5,000, you know? And G6 GTs, because I think they only made the GT in 2005, 2006. After that, they're all based off the GT trim, so they just became G6 V6s until 2009 when they re-released the GT name, but it was a two-door coupe. All the two-door coupes were GTs, and the others were GTs. G6 V6s or just G6s with the 4-cylinder. Even the G6 GT 2005, 2006. They're not getting any more than like $4 or $5 grand for them. Like, they're going for piss. So to trade the car in for something else, I'd be lucky if a shop gave me $2 grand for the car. So I'm better off to say, frig that noise, keep it, drive the ball bag off of it to the point where it's like literally a bucket of rust and just condemned and ready for the shithole, and then at that time buying something else. You know, the money I'm putting in payments for the car, I can put them into an account, a savings account, put that towards a down payment on another car or towards stuff for this house or things. You know, that would work better. But anyway, I've been rambling for a long time here explaining all this shit. Bottom line is, Rock Auto canceled the order, not going to happen, and car is going to go off to a mechanic to get looked at, and life will be good once the car is fixed and we can go to Blokes, because I'm really anxious to go down and visit my big buddy and party it up, because let me tell you, hanging out with that guy is just buttloads of fun. Hells yeah. And I miss it. I miss it big times, you know. I still go watch the videos from last year. What was that, end of August, September? Yeah, still go back and watch those and all the fun we had. And yeah, it was a real good time, and I can't wait to go back down because I got some funny video ideas, and I know he would have some interesting ideas to topple on my ideas to make it an epic idea, and the video we'd come up with would be friggin' hilarious. And we'd have fun doing it. It'd be epic. So anyway, people, on that note, I've been rambling on forever. This is probably like a 72-minute long video now. Son of a bitch, I do apologize. So on that note, if you liked today's video, you know what to do. Go ahead and hit the like button. Lets me know you like the video and I like that. If you have any questions, comments, concerns about today's video, you know where to leave them. The comment section below. Oh, that was wet. And until next time, people, keep on vlogging.